Mouse. You posted your at 12 and 8 that night, she had my all over the mansion. Can't sit on my house. I got that check into golf. A lot of these look lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No court. I want that court. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
With me, boy. Your hands in your fingers. Your ears with get back, watch it turn to a singer. Get the fighting like this Jerry Springer. All of my zip the back that like a pogo. Don't do these, they popo. Had a G-Wagon truck turned to Rojo. Find a cable 2 wheels and they going wild down in Soho. One was black and the other was Mexican. Had a like a pollo. Younger than you with a Maybach. Younger than you with a Bentley. Finna got in the gently. Ain't being friends with these. When I was down, I so had sympathy. But that's how I go when you broke. Now I'm like mistletoe. This do my own. Not gonna lost on these new clones. Then she asked for a loan. Had to laugh, then I told her get gone. Gon' get that me on. Ain't no give me not a thing. So I spend 90K on my range. You can see all my pain in my watch. Got my ex down and walking around with my hand on my. Cause I'm popping and I know you not. And I know you see just how I'm living. You're not happy with life, so you rockin' Reeboks on treetops, getting walk. Got a big band, it's like Sasquatch. Every time you see it, with a no, it's top
I got
notch.
that check into golf. A lot of these look lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No court. I want that court. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones. I'm on IG all the time. I dare them go live. Wagyu steak, I dine. 8 ounce, 255. I can't get fuck you with to groovy you me. If I ain't had love for me, I would've tried to get Nicki Minaj. J-Rock ain't gonna let you slide. Dory ain't gonna let you slide. You king of the city, I don't wanna be a big.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, with the echoes of Cannon Blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone. The Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. Set to go now on a wet and rainy night, and off we go from Tampa. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Stop made there by Gerald McCoy. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go. Ready? We're waiting. Easy, kill. You're good. Right forward, ready. Ready, watch out.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And Ginn's got it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. Now Breeze lost the football. And the Buccaneers have it. And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles. This morning, it was so perfect outside, but we knew this weather was coming, and we see the effects of it here early on.
And I wonder if how perfect it was this morning has psychologically fooled everyone. You know, it's almost like even though we were told the weather was coming, and you know the teams knew it as well, then maybe they got fooled and thought, it's going to be okay. And now they're probably a little upset that it's out there.
Because warm-ups were dry.
Oh, well, dry, and now you've got to make the change up, and it's the first quarter. Might take them a little time to settle in on their focus and concentration.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 37. Here's Winston. Jones has it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
They go play action here on 1st down. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Adam Humphries, 31 yards. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. From the gun, it's Breeze. It's brought in right side by Ginn. Ted Ginn's gonna go. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn. 66 yards. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Jackson now to return. And terrific field position here as they finally get him just shy of the midfield stripe.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams. And that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
Winston and the Bucks take over now, 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Play action now, Winston. And he fires one incomplete.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition in practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. Play fake. Winston. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Good coverage that time by Patrick Robinson.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Ready.
Working out of the gun, Winston. Forced out to his left. It fights him off. He's going to let this go deep for Jim. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Peyton Barber, 14 yards. And the Bucs are able to strike for 6.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Santos out now. He'll kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at the 40. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any...
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Breeze to throw on 2nd down. Flush to his right. He dumps it down to Ingram. Shedding the tackler and gives him some room. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a
different story.
long night.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football.
You're good. Right forward, ready. We got 21.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Now Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Lutz good on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Winston and the Bucs take over now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hey, stop. Let's go.
They go play action. Winston. And he finds a man with a crossing route. A very solid gain of 27.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On the counter, here's Jones. And some space here. Jones breaking from the contact. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. He'll pick up another first down with that run.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, Winston. He hits Rodgers in the flat. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Jaquiz Rodgers, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs are going to take the lead. Santos now to add the PAT. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. To return it, Alvin Kamara. He can't get him down. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. Ginn has it complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn. 76 yards. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it. Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today is track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses. Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it? It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Here we go, even.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. A good pickup there, a 22. Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing. Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
Let's convert.
On second down, it's Jones. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. It's Patrick Robinson there on the stop. Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy. Flushed out right. That's caught inside the 20. And he will be marked down inside of New Orleans 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass. This game has the feel of, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together. That he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Alex Anzalone in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Now Jameis on second down. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. And it's third down. Back-to-back great plays defensively. You get the sack on 1st and goal. A great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at 3rd and goal from further back than when they started. And a really good play call. Bit and go maybe off his play sheet to try and dial something up here. Here's Jones. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. They pass up the three, fake it. It doesn't work. Well, I see what they were trying to do there. You pop up your holder, roll him out. You got the option to run or pass. Just didn't work.
Not at all. And the communication was excellent defensively to make sure that receivers were covered as they escaped from the line of scrimmage, because that's supposed to be a surprise to everyone, and that's how they get free. People forget their assignments on defense. That didn't happen. And think about the guy rolling out with the football, looking for an open person, no one there.
Helpless feeling.
Helpless, because that gap between you and defenders now is going to close, and close quickly.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Right back to him on first down. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, here's Breeze. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 36 yards. And the former first pick of the 2nd round of the 2001 draft doing his thing.
And the beauty of watching him play is progressions. Yeah, he can throw it deep, but how about his ability to hit secondary targets, underneath targets, and hits them with accuracy?
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Here's Breeze to throw. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. He'll get it up the middle. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
But a spotlight hit him once already.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Saints have moved out in front. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Lutz now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On 1st and 10, Winston. Dancing to his left. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Let's convert.
On play action, Winston. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And that is incomplete, 7 seconds remaining. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. It's It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 11 more on that one and another first down. Now a first down carry by Jones. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. He had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser-focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He went backwards 5 yards there on third down to bring up fourth. Winston to throw for it on fourth. He's got Evans. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence.
Second down, Winston. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Jameis Winston keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Santos with the extra point, and we are all tied at 28. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Kamara now to return. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. first half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Shotgun now for Breeze. That's caught by Meredith right side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down. Breeze now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Saints on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9. Breeze now to throw. Looking for Ginn, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Following the interception, Winston being chased out left. Now, and that's caught inside the 30. A gain of 39 that time.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
And that's incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Terrific coverage in the end zone that time. Forced him out of the pocket to his right. I thought maybe try and run it there, but no one came open for him. Nice job by the defense of not getting out of their lanes.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And this one is no good. He missed it. And we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. You add in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at about the 32. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The Saints on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Breeze. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Saints do snap it. It's Breeze. That's complete to Meredith. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Sonic. Ready. Blue lady. Let's go.
Play fake. Winston. Wide open receiver complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there at 22.
Sonic. Sonic.
A first down throw for Winston. Flush to his right. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he will be marked down inside of New Orleans 10. A gain of 32 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? He's going to get it running right. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones punching it in from a yard away. And the Bucs are going to take the lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
No, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And that one results in 35 yards. On 1st and 10. Here's Breeze. He's going to let this one go deep. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Breeze will try again on 2nd down. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Des Bryant, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Jackson now to return. Deshaun Jackson off to the races. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Deshaun Jackson, 97 yards. And the Bucs are going to take the lead. This game wasn't tied for long. How about that? A big return here in the 4th.
And this is that time of game where every big play is magnified. 4th quarter, kick return for a touchdown. You've got to feel great about your chances at this stage of the game.
Yeah, they regained the lead. Now we'll see if they can hold it. So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
In on the stop, Vernon Hargraves. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On 2nd down, Kamara across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Thomas has got it. Complete. Thomas barreling ahead. And he will finally go out of bounds, but not before he takes it down to the 25. A big play. Breeze finding Thomas. 45 yards. Back to throw. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Ted Ginn, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Saints can take the lead if they can hit the extra point. Critical extra point up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Lutz now to kick this one away. Jackson now to return. Deshaun Jackson off to the races. And he's going to take it all the way into the end zone. What a return, and they've taken the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, But to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Winston to throw. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. The Saints offense now, they get to the last drive when they got into the end.